Keanu Reeves is often known for his calm demeanor, humility, and zen-like approach to life, but even the most composed stars can reach a breaking point. That's exactly what viewers witnessed during a recent episode of Good Morning America when the beloved actor clashed with anchor George Stephanopoulos in a tense, unexpected showdown that led to Reeves abruptly walking off the set. It began as a routine interview. Keanu was there to promote his latest film, a high-octane cyber thriller that had been generating buzz for weeks. Dressed in his usual understated black suit, he appeared relaxed and ready to discuss the film's themes, production challenges, and what drew him to the project. At first, everything was going smoothly, with laughter and lighthearted questions, but the tone shifted when George Stephanopoulos, known for his probing interview style, began to press Keanu on political implications embedded in the movie's plot. The film, which depicts a dystopian society run by corporate overlords, had drawn parallels to real-world political events. George asked Keanu if the film was intended as a commentary on current government overreach or media manipulation. Keanu politely deflected the question, saying the film was meant to entertain and provoke thought, not push a specific political agenda. "I leave interpretations up to the audience," he said with his signature grace. But George wasn't satisfied with the answer. He doubled down, suggesting that Keanu had a responsibility as a public figure to clarify his stance, especially in today's charged political climate. That's when Keanu's demeanor shifted. His posture stiffened, his smile faded, and his tone grew sharper. "I'm here to talk about the film, not to be turned into a political mouthpiece," he replied firmly. "You're trying to turn art into propaganda, and that's not what I stand for." Despite the clear warning in Keanu's voice, George pushed further. He referenced past interviews and online speculation about Keanu's views, insisting that transparency was essential. The tension became palpable. Cameras caught the moment Keanu leaned forward, narrowed his eyes, and said, respectfully, "This is not the conversation I agreed to have." The studio grew silent. Even the usually chatty crew seemed frozen in place. The awkwardness stretched out for several painful seconds before George attempted to lighten the mood. "Come on, Keanu, we're just having a little fun," he chuckled. But the actor didn't smile. Instead, he slowly removed his mic, stood up, and looked George in the eye. "I came here in good faith to talk about something I care deeply about," Keanu said. "You turned it into an interrogation. That's not respect, that's baiting." With that, he turned and walked off the set, leaving stunned hosts and crew behind. The camera quickly cut to a commercial break, but the damage had been done. Social media exploded. Within minutes, hashtags like #KeanuWalksOff and #GMAClash were trending. Fans overwhelmingly sided with Keanu, praising him for standing his ground and refusing to let the media manipulate the narrative. Many commented on how rare it was to see Keanu show visible anger, which made the moment even more powerful. Back at the studio, the atmosphere was tense. When the show returned, George issued a brief statement, calling the exchange unfortunate and expressing hope that cooler heads would prevail. He attempted to spin it as a misunderstanding, but many viewers weren't buying it. Commentators and media analysts were quick to dissect the confrontation, with some accusing George of ambushing the actor for ratings. Meanwhile, Keanu's team released a short but pointed statement. Mr. Reeves appeared on GMA to discuss his film and celebrate the hard work of the cast and crew. Unfortunately, the interview deviated from its agreed purpose. He regrets the incident, but stands by his decision to walk away from a disrespectful environment. The fallout continued throughout the day. Talk shows and entertainment networks replayed the clip on a loop, analyzing every word and gesture. Some speculated whether this would mark a permanent rift between Keanu and the mainstream media. Others questioned whether George Stephanopoulos had crossed the line and damaged his own credibility. As for Keanu, he remained characteristically silent in the immediate aftermath. No follow-up interviews, no angry tweets, just silence. Fans said that was classic Keanu, letting actions speak louder than words. His dignified exit, rather than a screaming match, only added to his mystique. By the end of the week, Keanu's movie had received a significant bump in interest. Pre-sale tickets skyrocketed, and fans flooded the trailer's YouTube comments with messages of support. "I wasn't planning to see it, but now I will. That man has integrity," one user wrote. Even some Hollywood peers chimed in. Directors, actors, and producers praised Keanu for standing his ground. In a world of fake smiles and spin, it's refreshing to see someone walk away from a situation that disrespects their values. Tweeted a prominent filmmaker, the GMA incident may have been unexpected, but it became another chapter in the evolving public image of Keanu Reeves not just as an actor, but as a man who values authenticity, respect, and boundaries. His walk-off wasn't a meltdown. It was a message. Some conversations aren't worth compromising your principles for. And just like that, in true Keanu fashion, he exited with quiet power, no raised voice, no angry words, just the unmistakable force of a man who knows who he is and refuses to be anything less.